Want
This
to introduce
conference will now be recorded.
about myself first. This is Surya, and I'm a corporate mentor for Tosca and Scrum Master trainings. Okay, so I used to connect with many corporates and for this internal trainings. Okay, I had tried to mentor for Tosca for around 25,000 plus associates till now in the span of 3 years. Like I used to mentor for Deloitte, TCS, Infi, and some other MNCs also. Okay, they are actually like I used to conduct the trainings for 2 to 3 weeks. That depends upon their requirements. Basically, like how what is Tosca? I hope you guys has to have a clear understanding why you had chosen this Tosca. Okay, this is brief about myself, and I'll just try to introduce you to Tosca in a very effective way. So before that, actually, like I just want to know, let you know about this DattaSai consultancy also. Okay, so this DattaSai consultancy, they are actually like offering the trainings. Mainly, their focus is on low code, no code related programs. Okay, all the trainings will be on low code, no code only, whether it may be a Tosca, whether it may be a Scrum Master training, or whether it may be a Power Apps. So whatever you pick, okay, it is having a very less technical knowledge is required here. There is, I can say, no code at all. Okay, so those who are having already testing experience, manual testing, also like they can easily learn without having any technical assistance or technical or you suppose if you go to Selenium, right? I hope you all heard about Selenium in the market, which is a very famous popular tool which is using by many companies. Okay, but for Selenium there are many drawbacks. Okay, but why people are using Selenium and why it was click is those who are having a good knowledge on writing the scripts, JavaScript or scripting languages, they can able to easily sustain in this Selenium. Otherwise it is very difficult for them. We have to write even for small automation also. There is like we have to write lots of code, kilos of code. Okay, kilos of script is required there. But here in Tosca, it is a automation tool and it is not required any coding or scripting knowledge basically. You need to know how it functions, how to capture the scenarios, and what is the methodology, what are the controls, what is a Tosca tool, because this tool is very upcoming tool and very famous. Okay, it's already like cracked the market in US, and in India it is emerging and coming 2023. You will able to see lots of openings in this Tosca. And this DattaSai consultancy, this IT service solutions, what they will offer is they are providing the training for 3 weeks. Fourth week is just like a questionnaire, your resume preparation, your mocks. Okay, this is all taking care in the fourth week. Okay, so there actually like you are able to get like what is the confidence levels that you are getting, and what are the things that you are, suppose if you are putting here the basic foundation course is lies for only for the people who are actually like having 3 to 4 years experience. They can easily survive with our trainings. Okay, because it is a entry level of Tosca. Once if you get into the job, then you can explore more, you can do many things. Okay, that is an advanced Tosca, which is really not required for you guys. If you see any Google or YouTube or any other channels, you will get plenty of materials. Okay, but it is not in a structured way. You have to learn anything. So even though if we are having that much many material in the internet, why you guys are coming to training institutes? Because we are actually like expecting little bit different, little bit easier way of presentation, one standard time for logging, one standard time to know the concepts. So though if we learn anything structurally, okay, in a structured manner, then only you can able to remember and you can able to perform your things over there. Otherwise it is very difficult, right? Yeah, and do you guys agree with me? Chaitanya, Gopi, Kasim, Mamta.
Yes.
Yeah. So we are going to learn the things which are really required for 3 to 4 years of experience in Tosca, guys. This is really required to start in a very. Our foundation should be very strong. We have to learn the basics very strongly so that we can explore more and more in our once you join into the company. So this DattaSai is actually like offering the solutions, also offering the services. They're consulting. They're having some tie-ups, so they can navigate your profile, or you can also navigate at the same time. You can also navigate your profile. You will get a call, and these guys are providing placement assistance also. Okay, they are ensuring the placement assistance. They know how to drive the things. They know how to plan the resumes. They know how to get the calls. So they are actually like very much experienced guys. So you just focus on only training initially for 2 weeks or 3 weeks, you can say. From fourth week onwards, they will assist you for preparing your profiles. We will conduct some mocks, 1 or 2 mocks for you guys, so that you will be aware of like what is there, where are we out of 10. Suppose if anybody is asking out of 10, what, how can you rate yourself out of 10 in Tosca? So definitely I can strongly say that by the end of the training, everyone will be up to 6 to 7. That is for sure. If you are cracking for 10 out of 10, it's excellent. Okay. So that is the overview about the DataSai IT Solutions and their services. And I just want to, I already introduced myself. This is Surya, and I'm a corporate mentor. So you guys feel free. This is an interactive session. It is not a one-side show. Whenever you guys are having any doubts at the time of explaining the tool, you guys can raise a hand and you can ask me. It is not like other institutes who are simply saying that, okay, you can ask the doubts at the end of the class. No, we are not doing that exercise. That is a waste exercise. Whenever you are stuck at somewhere, you just try to ask immediately. That is the only thing which I am requesting from you guys. It should be more interactive, and please be punctual from the day one itself. Today is a demo. We are just trying to provide you an overview of Tosca, what is Tosca, and we will compare with Selenium. We'll talk about more advantages of Tosca. And right now, why the people are not actually coming to Tosca? Because till now, okay, I can say it was started, I said Tosca started its journey in 2014. But why it is not known to our guys is because you know the Indian market, right? They won't buy the licensed tools that much easily until and unless they click. And now it is happening. Now they are actually like knowing the advantages of this Tosca. They are want to use the features of Tosca, because it is very difficult to do the test automation with for SAP applications or any other applications. But here in Tosca, it is a cakewalk. Even though whatever you name it, the application, whether it is a web, whether it is a Windows, whether it is a mobile, whether it is a enterprise applications, SAP, anything you can automate on the fly. It's very easy to automate. But if you want to automate in other automation tools like Selenium, it's very, very, very difficult. Okay, the support will be more here. The license, if you once if you invest, and if you put some resources over there, they will crack. Even though if you put 2 3 years experience also, they can do the automation for SAP project, test automation. So that is the beauty here in Tosca. Okay, so I just want to you guys to be punctual. First thing is I need a punctual guys. Suppose if you guys are joining for 2 days, and if you are absent on third day, coming on fourth day, and you may lose the connect. If you lose the connect, it will be very difficult. Even though if you are going back to the recordings, so this is all for exercising things, right? These recordings and all. But you please be punctual, get the things done, practice every day, at least for 15 minutes. We will conduct 45 minutes session, and 15 minutes just like recapping or clearing the doubts. Okay, so you just after this you have to exercise at least for 15 to 20 minutes every day without miss. That should be your activity from today onwards till the end of the course at least, so that you will be get more exposure. You will know how to do things. See, if you are writing a test case and if it is simply passing the test case, it is not a great job. Whenever if it is failing, you are notifying the errors, why it is failing. Then only we will come to learn easily, we will come to know what are the roadblocks, why it is failing, what is the error, how to fix these things. So lot many errors will give you more experience. So just try whatever I am just telling, and you practice like same. You pass the test case, no, that won't help you. You have to do your own exercise, or at least explore for 15 minutes apart from our class. That is my request for all you guys. Okay. And I'm just willing to introduce you to Tosca, and I just want to. This is a Tricentis Tosca. So mainly, this is a Tosca, which is a tool developed by Tricentis team. Okay, so these guys actually like developed this Tosca, and they are actually like supporting this Tosca also. If you are having any issues with the installation, if you are having any issues with any other stuffs, right now they are providing 14 days or something around 1 month free trials. It is varies from update to update, but basically they are providing some trial versions, right, for only the corporates, not for outsiders. Suppose if you are having a Gmail, no, they are not giving you the trial version access. So we need to have a corporate account, so or some at least like Outlook account, at least I can say. If you are having a Outlook account also, that will be fine. So that is the one thing. So you can utilize this trial version for learning purpose. And here we are actually like try to simulate the real time examples, but we are not able to show you the real time databases or real time thing, but we will simulate the same things. We can't able to go to the direct live production servers for doing the test automation. So what we are doing is we are extracting, we will discuss all these things. What are the DB connections, how we are going to connect to the databases. So as a 3 years old guy, Tosca person, what are the minimal actions that you have to know for this Tosca? Somebody will say that, do you know test plan? Do you know what is execution? Do you know what is a strategy? No. So do you leave it all those things. Those are all the testing activities. If you want to start your career as a tester, you will see all these things in a manual testing exercise, right? Here you are just trying to automate the things. This main training session is how we automate in Tosca tool. Hope you are all experienced guys or freshers. I just want to know about yourselves. Abhilash, Chaitanya, Gopi, Kasim, Mamta, Naresh, Ramesh. You guys are experienced, or you guys are freshers, or you guys are willing to shift from testing to Tosca, manual testing to Tosca. I just want to know these updates quickly. So the basic of that, I'll just start the flow, start the introduction. You all knows about testing.
Yeah, myself Chaitanya. I know the how to manual test all these things, but
How
I
many
want
years of
to switch
experience
to
are you
automation.
working? Are you working, Chaitanya?
No, no, no. I know the basic topics in manual testing.
Okay, no, I just want to know. Please raise your hands. Those who are working in real time. At least say yes or raise your hands. No, I'm not getting any updates. Please be interactive. 6 years of experience. Ramesh, are you into testing or any other tools? Are you into technology or are you into manual testing? Are you into any other things?
Hi Surya, I
Uh,
have manual experience.
mhm.
Listen, listen.
Who is that? Ramesh? Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You are having a manual test experience, and now you are trying to connect to this Tosca automation.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay, fine, no issues. Please be aware that anybody can learn this Tosca. It is very easy. Okay, and this is all about our introduction, which we already given, and these are all the training course. Don't worry about this. Okay, we will cover all these things. This is a time waste. There is no point of discussing all the course outlines. So basically, why Tosca? Why you guys are planning for Tosca? Because nobody is willing to write codes, right now nowadays everybody wants flexible work, less work, or low code. They can't able to crack the code, or they can't able to learn the new scripts. So this is basically purely scriptless automation, and it is very easy to learn. Efficient test cases with minimal skill sets is required. Automation reporting also it is providing. Okay, so the difference between a Selenium and Tosca is Selenium is a freeware, open source, and Tosca is a licensed tool. What is Tosca? In precise, Tosca means topology and orchestration specification for cloud applications. Okay, it is for cloud and also for normal applications also. Basically it will be more useful for cloud applications, and right now every application will be on cloud. There will be no, in future you can't able to see any on-prem applications. Everything will be on cloud. It is maintenance free. Okay, and it is used to describe the relationships and dependencies between the services and applications that reside on a cloud platform. Basically it is an automation tool for functional and regression testing also. Okay, it is not only functional, it is also having a regression testing. It supports regression testing, I can say. So Tosca meta model, it allows the services to build up a topology. This is just like an introduction only regarding Tosca. Okay, this is really like it is good to know. It is not mandated to remember or by heart. Okay, it is what is Tosca meta model. It is just like a allows all the services by building up a topology layer, which is called a Tosca commander. Okay, Tosca commander అనే ఒకటి see, please feel comfortable and let me know if I am going little bit fast, and also we can, if you really required, we can discuss in Telugu also. Please be open. Okay, don't hesitate. Why I am just continuing my flow is I am actually like a corporate mentor, and if I start this flow, right, so you are also able to catch up something, because tomorrow at the time of interviews you have to speak in English only, right? Am I right or wrong? You have to give the answers in English only, right? So that's the reason actually, like, I want to explain this training in English only. But please be feel free, if there is any doubts or any clarification required in Telugu also, we will support. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay, cool. So Tosca is having a good capability of auto-generating data as per your test cases. And it is used by major clients like Bank of America, MetLife, Samsung, etc. So many things, so many companies. Okay, that started using this Tosca. It's very easy to learn, no scripting required like in other automation tools. For example, Selenium. So what is the difference between a Tosca and Selenium? Tosca is a licensed, we already discussed. Selenium is an open source. It is a zero coding, and it is heavily depending on the coding. Okay, it is requires no scripting, and multiple scripts are required here. It's a model based, and it is a code. Selenium is a code based. Okay, here we will just come to know, we will learn what is a model based. What is a model? It is a very key element in Tosca. Okay, we will come to know more about what is a model, what is a test case, what is a test case design, what is a execution. These things we will come try to come to know in our upcoming sessions. Okay, you just keep remember that what type of automation it provides. It provides model based automation. What type of automation that Selenium provide? It provides code based automation. Here you are not writing anything, this model will take care of everything. Okay, Reusability of test data and artifacts are high in Tosca when compared to Selenium. Here there is one more important. So see, I'm just highlighting this. Please keep for your better understanding. We are going to play with this Tosca tool basing upon these modules. Okay, I'll highlight this. Okay, no, I just want to highlight reusability of test data. How can we do this reusability of test data? We will come to know, which is called RTBs. Okay, you keep remember these names. We will discuss. You can come to know later. Okay. Mainly, we will focus on model based models. What is a model? How it is used in Tosca, and what are RTBs? This is a heart of your I can say very important objects or very important test things that is really required, that is best why Tosca is getting a highlighting is because of this RTBs concept. If you want to use if you want to write the reusability of test block, it is very difficult with coding or scripting. It is having lots of dependencies, but here in Tosca creating a RTB is just like a fingertips. Okay, if you know how to create a model, and basing upon that model we are going to create an RTBs. Tosca has a dedicated support for deployment and adoption process also, whereas Selenium lacks dedication and adoption support as it is open source. It is not having any funding, right? It is not getting any funding. So that's the reason actually like they are not providing any support. You have to get the things done. You have to download the software. You start work, explore on that, work on that, write a code, work on that. But Tosca, it is not like that. It is a licensed tool. They will provide online support, whether it may be a technical issue, whether it may be a operations issue. Operations issue in the sense infra. When you are trying to install, if you are not able to install, you immediately connect to the customer care support. They will provide how to install the things. There is a forum is there, they will respond immediately because it is a tiled license tool. Also it is having more features to support for other types of projects also. So that's the reason they place cost. Dedicated support from the data scientist team, and Selenium doesn't have any support. Okay, it is only R&D. It's having only R&D. Tosca has inbuilt reporting capacity. Okay, with this you can see a dashboard to view the information like timings, graphs, and pie charts. Selenium does not have any inbuilt reporting. Okay, Tosca is having a reporting things. What are the advantages of Tosca? Okay, these are all it's a scriptless, easy to learn, offers model based, supports reusability of assets, test management system, and manual testing is also available. It is having a in Tosca there are many suits will be available. Okay, but every suit, it is a cost, it is a licensed. So if you want to perform manual testing in Tosca, there is a another tool. There will be a tool called, I forgot the name, I will let you know. So that tool, it you have to buy that tool so that you can develop your manual test cases in that tool. Okay, Tosca can also be integrated with other things like HPALM, Zira, and enables us to run on multiple Selenium scripts. Okay, maybe this HPALM, it is a tool for maintaining your requirements. So if you want to connect, if you want to run the test cases from HPALM, you can integrate your Tosca with HPALM and run the test cases. And Tosca is having its own set of query languages like SQL. So those what they'll call, they used to call them as TQL, Tosca query language. So that we can change the test cases at any time very easily. Tosca disadvantages is, Tosca drawback is that we can't use Tosca tools for Mac OS and Linux. Apart from these two, it is going to support any type of applications and any types of OS, Android, Windows, you name it. But they are not supporting Mac and Linux. It requires a lot of clicking while writing the test cases. That is common. See, everywhere, if there is a good, there is a little slight drawback will also be there. Here, the drawback is drag and drops. You are not writing or doing any code, but you need to know how to drag the things, how to drag the commands, how to drag the controls, how to drag the modules to RTBs. These things is a little exercise that you have to know. It is very easy. Believe me, at least like after a week, you can say that you can play with Tosca. Again, the same things. Selenium disadvantages. Advantages is it supports iPhone and Android, but Tosca supports only Android, not iPhone. Selenium can be used functional regression and compression, helps to convert scripts into other programming languages, offers easy recording and playback. Disadvantages is it's high investment and training is required. Writing a script or code is easy or not? No, right? Because they needed some skilled resources for this. The investment will be more, and we have to provide the trainings. But in Tosca, very minimal efforts are required. You just train the Tosca guy with 2 3 years experience. Also, you can drive the test automation. But here you have to invest very high. You have to get the resources, skilled resources who can write the code. Selenium tools need a huge number of manpower requirements, right? In preparation of test cases because it is a code based. A lot of test areas can be uncovered by using this Selenium tool. High safety risk and resource intensive. These are all the advantages and disadvantages of Selenium. So Tosca, okay, please be focused on Tosca only. Just forget if you have an overview of other automation tools also, just simply forget. Okay, you are coming from a testing background, and or if you are having a zero testing or zero experience, zero knowledge also, those guys can, if you are there having a interest to learn to do the test automation, then they are welcome. The only thing is interest, focus, and discipline. Tosca is what is the ability of Tosca tool? It is a market leader. It provides functional and regression testing, and also these things can be provided by any tool. This is providing extra thing is API testing, which is very important, very crucial for Tosca. What are the features of Tosca? Model based, API testing, test data, multi app support, risk based, scriptless, distribution execution. So this is the last day we will discuss about what is this. This is really not important for you guys. Suppose if your Ramesh is having 6 years of experience, but he can't able to put the 6 years, entire 6 years in Tosca, right? He can put only 2 or 3 years. Safe is 2, or you can maximum go up to 3 years. If you are extending your things, if you are telling that I am having 1 year of manual testing and 5 years of Tosca, you will be in advanced mode, which is really tough to manage. So just guys, please put only 2 to 3 years of experience. Even though if you are having huge experience, if you want to first start your career in Tosca, if you want to switch to Tosca, suppose if you are having 6 years experience, put only 2 or 2.5 years of experience in Tosca. Rest all is your manual testing. That is manageable. That is, it's very easy to crack the interviews if you put like that with our basic training related foundation. I hope you are getting me. Okay, these are all the futures of Tosca, and it is a we discussed. It is not code based. It is a model based testing. So it supports all these databases, Java, HTML, UI related technologies, SAP, mobile, scriptings, HTML or JSON, anything, XML, all these things. They will be scanned as a module and they will start preparing the test cases. Okay. And what is a risk-based testing approach in Tosca? Risk, they have to access the risk, they have to identify the suit, the test execution, and the risk measure. This is a cycle. Okay, risk-based. I hope you all knows about this risk-based. Those who are working away, this is common everywhere, even it is manual or it is a automation. We have to assess the risk, identify the best suit if it is an automation tool, test execution, plan the test execution, and measure the risks. That's all. Okay. Tosca also supports the same, and it is a scriptless test cases. Just drag and drop. Just drag and drop. Whether it may be a module, whether it may be a data. If you want to prepare a test case, you are just not writing any test case here. You are just simply converting the module into a RTB, or from RTB you are going to write the test cases. It's very easy, okay? And also it supports the distribution execution, which is on CI tools, which we can't able to show you here in the real, because it is a, we have to know this, that's it. Okay, distribution execution, dex, they will call us dex. So here these things will be able to see in real time. If you want to connect to the multiple systems or the database servers, you will have a real time environment, but we will simulate you here with Excel related things. Other important features, okay, in handling dynamic test data, test recording, it will be compatible with different types of applications, supports API testing, ability to test. What is API testing? It is the ability to test when complete application is not developed. API testings are really required. Suppose if you are working on a some client server project, right, some web based project, the code is not ready for testing, but still if their API is ready, you can test the API alone, even though if your application is not complete, it is an independent thing, okay. So that can be performed by Tosca very easily. Integration with third party tools like as Zira, Selenium, Perfecto, HPLM, many things, okay, many tools. It is easy to integrate. And we are coming to the architecture of Tosca. You have to know, so every project, if you want to learn anything, there should be some architecture, whether it may be a Java, whether it may be a .NET, SAP, Salesforce, ServiceNow, Selenium, there should be some architecture. And also same as like that, Tosca is also having some architecture. In this architecture, these are all the, there are so many sections are there, but these are all the main sections that we are going to connect on a daily basis. Tosca Commander, Tosca Scan Wizard, Tosca Executor, Tosca Test Repository, and Tosca License Server. These are all the architectural related components. And for Tosca architecture, we need a Tosca Commander client for us. It is a heart of your Tosca. Tosca Commander is a heart of your Tosca tool. Okay. Scan Wizard, it will scan the things and for creating a modules. We will come to know in our upcoming classes. We will start with modules, which is a real-time session. That how we will scan the module, how why we are scanning the module. So we will just come learn all these things slowly. Okay, this is just we are giving you a overview. Not because today is just a demo class. And also it is having a user interfaces, GUI, API, CLI, and integrated test management. It was a very powerful tool developed by our tri scientists. And coming to our training paths, right? So if you are coming to our training paths, there are lots of certifications you can do. These are all free, okay? For your information, these are all free. You can write, you can, Tosca is providing, Tricentis team is providing these things, okay? They are conducting the examinations. So first level is AS1, AS2, AE1, TDS1. So these are all the types, okay? So if you are here, it will be like you covered all these things. You can give the this examination. You are eligible to give this examinations. So if you are covering all with this loop, you are going to certified as a test architect. If you are coming with like this, so this is a certified extension CED. Okay. So depends upon basically people who are learning the Tosca. After learning, they will prepare for 1 month and they will give AS1, AS2, AS2 these things. Okay. If you are really interested, you can crack till here. It is not an open source for your information, and there is some process for getting the software installation to be done. You need to have, I already told you, When while registering, it will ask your corporate ID. So those who are not working, not in real time, they have to create their Outlook and they check their things. So there is some process, hidden process, and it is little bit tricky for installing this software. It is not that easy. That means that it is not that much complex also, but there are some steps, some process is there, and I will inform you all in our upcoming sessions. Okay. And what are the basic infra setup is really required for having a minimal requirement is enough. Wi-Fi, 8 GB, 5 GB space. This is very minimal software. Okay, we are having, okay, we anyhow we are not having Tosca servers or repositories, any DBs. We need only this thing. For this thing, we need only this software. That is enough. Normal basic software which is having in every system. Okay. So there are some common ports. Really, like we don't need all these things. This is just like a information basis. This will be auto setup by the Tosca commander at the time of installation itself. This is just for knowing purpose. Okay. So how Tosca commander is having a Tosca commander itself is having a Tosca. Sometimes if you are in real time environment, you are going to connect to the license servers, whether it may be a DB server or anything. Okay, and it is also having a Tosca repository for storing all your test cases. So this is a little bit overview of Tosca architecture. This is a client. We are having only this thing. These things we are not having in our things. Okay, we are not connecting to this. This is a Tosca commander. We are going to create. We are going to create a modules here. We are going to create a RTBs here. We are going to create a test cases here. We are not going to connect these things in a until and unless if you are in real time. Okay, you please be remember that this is a architecture. This is a client, this is a server, and server is having a Tosca repository along with IIS. Again, this guy actually, like, we are just trying to describe about architecture of Tosca in a better way. So Tosca commander, what is Tosca commander? I already discussed, right? I already told you that it is a heart of your Tosca. We are going to write the test cases, execute the test cases here only. Okay, it internally used to connect to the Tosca executor, and because this Tosca executor will identify which type of application, whether it is a HTML, I'll just zoom it out, whether it is a HTML or SAP or TCP/IP or any other things. Okay, so whatever you are writing, the Tosca executor will go to the particular engine and run the test case. Okay, and the main Tosca commander is having a 5 sections. There are many sections, but we are bothering about only not even 5, only 4. What is a module? How to create a RTB? How to create a test case? After getting comfort on these 2 sections, it will take some 1 week easily for getting you a nice comfort. Okay, then only from the second week or and the third week we are going to connect the test case design and execution related things. Requirements, we are not creating any requirements inside the Tosca, as every company is using the any some tools like version 1, Zira, Xyle, or somewhere for creating the requirements. Okay, so this is really not required for us. So we are going to connect majorly initially 1 week, 10 days. We are going to work on these modules and test cases only. Okay, so please be aware of that. And this is also having internally a scan wizard. Okay, we'll come to know, we will discuss what is scan wizard, and through scan wizard only we are going to create a module. So this is going to discuss when we open the tool. So till now, please let me know how do you feel, whether we are going to learn easily, or are you guys having any questions, so that we can discuss here now. So this is the very high level overview of Tosca. Are you guys happy to learn? Are you guys feeling easy to learn?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Great. Mamta, what about you?
Yes, sir.
So are you having any experience, Mamta?
Sir,
No, sir.
Oh, okay. Kasim,
No, sir. I am already I learned Tosca and Selenium also. Sir.
oh, you learned Tosca and Selenium. Great.
Yes, sir.
So you can help us.
Mhm. Yes, sir.
So up to what level you learned, Kasim, for this Tosca means do you know
I
API
learned last
testing?
year, sir. I learned last year, sir. October, nearby 1 year.
Oh, you know how to create a RTBs and all?
Ah, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Great. Okay, that's a good for you. Then it's easily understanding. Okay. So Gopi, what about you? Gopi, Sagar, Chaitanya. I hope we speak.
sir,
Abhilash.
hello,
Yeah, yeah. Please.
sir.
How you